Hello everyone, it's Marcia again. I have some more journals I wanted to share with you. I have four autumn themed journals and one of the larger journals that is sunflower themed. So I'm going to do a quick flip through. These four are all basically identical aside from the images of the eco-dyed prints. So I'm only going to flip through one of these. I'll do that first, and then I'll show the sunflower themed journal. So these will be listed in my Etsy if you're interested. Excuse me. And I'm trying to finish up putting together a kit based off of the sunflower journal images. Oh, I just bit my tongue. Sorry. Images that I used in the journal and things that some pages that I'm going to be putting together, or in the process of putting together, and hopefully we'll have listed. We'll be in the shop around the same time that all these things will be ready to go. So, anyways, these are chipboard, well, they're file folder covers, which I have gessoed and inked up and made really rustic and grungy. I added some fabric to the spine here. You can see I kind of was going for like a little bit of glue. A sort of like a tree bark, like birch bark type effect there. I've been doing some more eco printing with some leaves and added some just torn paper here for collage and layered on some of this goldish colored fabric. So, and each one of these images obviously is going to be different. And they are just tied with some cotton fabric. And they are the 6x9 size. So, but they're just one signature. Inside we got this plaid paper, a pocket here with some fabric collaged on with a stamped image of a acorn. The stamped images in here are all hand carved by me, so I'm not going to say that every time. Just some paper here for some writing with some cheesecloth. This opens up for some more journaling. There's lots of room to write in these. I'm sure you can probably hear that my dog has her squeaky toy behind me. She just brought it in here to help me out with a video, I guess. A space here on this little tuck spot that's on the top of the page for some title or something. A page here for journaling. Coffee dyed papers, some more eco printed pages. And each one, of course, is different. An envelope here with some more collage. I used some spray inks and dyes with Tim Holtz die cut. Did some like stenciling type thing there. A journaling or an index card here to journal on with some stamping. This back side here has some fabric collage and a little tuck spot. This is one of my watercolor paintings that I print of, one of my watercolor paintings. Doily here layered on with some cloth and a die cut, and some tracing paper that I have used some sprays on. A little bit of stenciling there. Another collage with a die cut negative. This is just clipped on here is another collaged and stamped eco printed card. Some more eco print. There's lots of images in this of leaves and things of that nature. A book page of trees and another one of my watercolor prints. Here a little coffee cup. You know, it's that time of year when we want to snuggle with a hot drink. These are faux eco dyed, so I just use some spray inks and dyes and leaves and did some printing that way. This is an old vintage coffee dyed table linen. A little bit of the trim still left on there, and then some natural raffia. It's the real raffia, not the plasticky kind. Just tied on there and stitched, and as you can see there's a lot of stitching, a lot of strings I just left on there. Just left them long. Eco printed pocket here. Another little journaling spot there, and a card here with the tracing paper on it and a stamp. Another one of those faux eco-dyed ones. This is one of my photographs clipped on here that I edited and inked the back of, and you can journal on that as well. A little stamp, some more leaf prints, a glassine bag with some of this pretty gold satin fabric, a vintage playing card, and a tag for journaling with some a leaf and some fabric on there. Another stamped page, some decorative stitching there. A die cut with a label. Some more of that tracing paper. Made a pocket with some scrapbook paper and put the tag in so that you can see the image through the other side. That one's kind of a tight fit. Flips out. There's a little stamp there. A little, just some gesso and an old bit of tea bag there and some stamping to make a little text spot. Another book page about a chipmunk. And the book pages will be from the same books, just different pages, obviously. Another eco-printed page. Here's a little tuck spot where I did some collage and stenciling, and this is a simple tag, but it has a hand crocheted leaf that I made, and it's just pinned on, so it with a little safety pin to the fabric here, and it can be moved around wherever you would like to put it. That's tucked in there, and there's an envelope on the back. I included another journaling card that says Specimen Collection, and it's been all inked up. So there are 4 of those. They will be, like I said before, in my Etsy. The link will be in the description. I don't know why I keep saying that. And then there's this one. There's only one of these. This is one of my, make sure I'm in frame. It's one of my larger 6x9 fabric covered journals. This has just some torn frayed canvas tied around it to hold it closed. It is the flexible interfacing sewn into the middle there. I did lots of decorative stitching on the corners. There was some fabric, layered up some old crocheted doily and some fabric. This is one of my watercolor, a print of my watercolor painting of a sunflower. I'll get it all spit out here in a minute. Some more fabric. I inked it up around the edges, kind of grunged it up. There are 2 signatures, and they are sewn in with waxed thread. And I did another little fabric collage here on the back. As we go in, we have another little fabric pocket here, and pinned to that is a little cluster that I made and put in the center is a vintage earring that I took the back off of. Hopefully you can see that. It's got some cool patina and some coloring to it, and the rhinestone is still in the middle, and it's of a sunflower with a leaf, and I did just some fabrics and lace and cheesecloth and just made a little cluster, and it is just pinned to the pocket, with a safety pin, and it is backed so you can't see the stitching. So that can be moved where you want to. There's some lace and fabric. Tag here that says, "In a world of roses, be a sunflower." And just the sunflowers that are in bloom right now in Kansas. It sounds kind of, I don't know what the word, cliche, I guess, or something. You know, I'm in Kansas and I'm talking about sunflowers, but I don't know, they just really strike me as beautiful this year, and so I wanted to capture that. So I went out and took a bunch of pictures with my daughters the other day. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen some of those pictures, and so I just included some of those in this journal and just really wanted to capture that, and I've included quotes that I will share as well. And here I used some of the spray inks and dyes and pressed the flower onto it to make a print there. This is scrapbook paper and some lace. This one is one of my photographs, large journaling card, and a tag. Did some stenciling, coffee dyed and inked pages. This I did with turmeric. I just sprinkled it straight on the page after I coffee dyed it. Little cluster there and a tab. There are several tabs. Some paper here. This is a vellum page which I printed on. And like on the others, I left the strings long. I'm really into the rustic, grungy feel that I get during this time of year. Autumn is coming. I can feel it in the air, and it's just making me really happy. Love this time of year. Here is a page for journaling, and it has a quote here by James Montgomery stitched on there, and I did a wax seal with some fabric and a piece of lace. This here is some of that satin fabric. Pattern paper, paper doily. This is a glassine bag which makes a tuck spot with another tag, and also a journaling spot on the inside with some stenciling. My dog just really wanted to be a part of this video today, apparently, because now she's behind me chewing on one of her hard bones, and it's making a crackling sound. Here I did the print with the sunflower again. Another fabric tab. Some of that tracing paper which I inked, or, well, yeah, dyed. And I did some collage there and some stitching. It's a coffee dyed index card. Ledger paper. This is upside down for some reason. Another one of my photographs and a quote. It says, "Darkness is in our nature, the journey for light echoes from our soul." Angie Wyland Crosby quote. Some fabric. The other side of the vellum page. A little fabric tucked there with a journaling card. A little collage here and a place to write. Another one of my photographs for a journaling card. And another printed page for journaling on. This is turmeric dyed fabric that made this cool, almost like a flower pattern there. Some lace. This is another one of my photographs, which I edited a bit. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I'm not going to start the video over. You just have to deal with the background noise. Here I made a bit of a stationery type page with my watercolor painting on it. And this is a tracing paper pocket and some fabric. A large tag with another quote. Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see the shadow. It's what sunflowers do. Place for journaling. Some fabric. Another doily. Some more fabric. Little journaling card in that tuck spot there. Some more stenciling. Another one of those stationery pages, and it's just clipped on. Tracing paper and fabric. A little tuck spot here with a little tag. Lots of room to write in this one. It's a little belly band type thing with lace and paper, and I altered, or decorated, I should say, this file folder with another quote and some sunflowers, and it was just clipped on there with the paper clip. Some more of that. Just spray inks and dyes, and a sunflower there, and a negative one there. Some vintage crochet doily there. Some more stenciling, another little pocket with a journaling card. I didn't do a lot of, there's a lot of decoration, but there's also a lot of room in this one, just blank spaces for writing and for you to fill in what you want it to be about. And the quotes are all removable. They're all on tags or some other sort of journaling spot. So I made it that way so that sunflowers would not have to be the theme necessarily of the book if you didn't want it to be. Another quote on another print of my watercolor paper, painting I mean. Some coffee dyed paper here stitched together to make a little booklet. Another fabric pocket decorated with fabric ruffle on the back here, and another little journaling card, and I pinned on a little bead and little charm there. So there is the sunflower journal, and of course these. And like I said, I'll probably won't make a separate video, but if you're interested, I'm going to take the printables that I used from this book and create a digi-kit or something along those lines, and it'll be in my Etsy shop as well. So thanks everyone for watching, and have a great day.